shotguns used by Portuguese invaders in the 17th century, Webley revolvers used by British colonizers in the 18th century, huge cannons used by French, Dutch and other European invaders, unused bullets left behind by British occupiers, swords used in the Battle of Polachi in 1757. No, we are not talking about some grand museum. These artifacts are a few drops in an ocean of colonial-era relics. They are lying in a quiet corner office on the 10th floor of the new Secretariat building in Kolkata's BBD Bagh area. Thank you for tuning in for this ground report by Empire Diaries. We are in the office of the Administrator General and Official Trustee of West Bengal, also called AGOT. Till recently, this office was headed by Biplab Roy, a judicial officer from Bengal. Biplab Roy is a very passionate history buff, and his hobby is to collect artifacts from forgotten history. The judge had an exciting 5 years as the AGOT from 2019 to 2024. During that time, he brought together a truckload of artifacts at his new Secretariat office. The collection includes items he recovered from various locations and also materials donated to his office by other collectors and police stations. The huge collection gives us a glimpse into the dark days of European occupation of India. Most Indians today have pushed European colonialism into the past. The colonial hangover is so deep-rooted that they have forgiven the invaders. Sadly, Indian families are fascinated by Europe today. They compete with each other, trying to send their children to European cities for a better living. In this time of fanaticism for Europe, Biplab Roy's spectacular collection is very relevant. We visited Biplab Roy's office to give you a close look at some of the collections. There are at least 40,000 items, together estimated to be worth over Rs 1,000 crore. Apart from colonial-era relics, the vast collection also includes artifacts from 2000 years ago. Biplab Roy's dream was to get a state judicial museum built in Bengal for these treasures. It would be run by the High Court. The idea was to display the collections so that visitors can get a better understanding of the colonial period. But earlier this year, he was transferred to Malda in Bengal as additional district judge. He appealed to the High Court to get the transfer rolled back so that he can pursue his dream of building the museum. Let's take a look at some of his collections and what he has to say.
It came into market immediately before First World War. So it can be said it came to market 1930 or 1912 in between. It was used in the First World War. Okay. This is drop lock gun. It comes into market in 1905, 1906 approximately. It's very unique. You see, there is no place to place the bullet. So technology is you have to push it down, then you may place the bullet here and then you push it off, bullet goes inside and then you press the trigger. So it is a very unique gun manufactured in England.
Here are some old guns with a very dark history. They are stored in a trunk at the AGOT office on the 10th floor of this new Secretariat building. They were used mostly by various European invaders like the British, Dutch, Portuguese and French. The weapons remind us of the dark times when European colonizers used their own men as well as Indian police forces to control and loot India. Portuguese colonizers may have used it when they controlled the Malabar coast. The gun is made from wood and iron. It was mainly used for firing at targets from a short distance. This is a 17th century gun. It's called a flintlock shotgun. It was used most likely by Portuguese colonizers in India. This shotgun has a distinctly wide muzzle. Biplab Roy showed us this 5-cartridge Webley revolver. This gun came from England and entered the weapons market in 1790. It was used by British invaders during their misrule in India. Here is a caplock gun. Biplab Roy collected a total of 25 caplock guns, which he wants to display in the proposed judicial museum. No museum in India has so many colonial period caplock weapons on display. These caplock guns were used between 1810 and 1832. They were mainly used by British and Portuguese colonizers. এটা কি ব্রিটিশ না পর্তুগিজ আমরা কি জানি?
এর মধ্যে ব্রিটিশও আছে, পর্তুগিজও আছে। ঠিক আছে, কারণ একটা যে মনে রাখবেন যে আর্মস ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং কান্ট্রিগুলো কমন হতো। ঠিক আছে, এরা আর্মস বিক্রি করতো।
Here are some live or unused bullets that were once used by European pirates during their colonial misrule on the Indian subcontinent. Biplab Roy showed us a cannon displayed right outside his office. The cannon is made of iron and steel, but its precise background details are yet to be known. The cannon was recovered from a location on Kamak Street in Kolkata in February this year. It is 5 feet 6 inches long.
It was placed in a house which originally belonged to Sir R.N. Mukherjee.
This cannon was used by Sher Shah Suri's kingdom. Sher Shah was the founder of the Suri Empire, which dominated parts of India during the 16th century. The cannon was scientifically made, with a copper coating outside and a layer of some unknown material inside. The material under the copper coating ensured that the copper didn't heat up and melt down after a round of firing. This cannon was used by British invaders in India. It was found lying inside a police station in Howrah district of Bengal. Biplab Roy's team brought the cannon from Howrah district with permission from the Archaeological Survey of India. Here are some cannonballs that were used by European colonizers. This type was used from 1770 to 1775. They were highly penetrative and were designed to destroy battleships with heavy exterior. The British Navy used this ammunition during the first artificial famine of Bengal. The collection also includes swords from the colonial times. There are swords with signs and logos of the British Empire and also of Indian authorities.
These are the British swords, crown emblem. This is also a British sword. This was used for the war purpose.
This sword was used in June 1757 during the Battle of Polashi. The famous battle took place on the banks of the Hooghly River in Bengal. It was fought between the British East India Company and Mughal Bengal. The Mughal Bengal fighters were supported by the French Kingdom and the French East India Company. This portable rocket launcher was used by Pakistan's military during their 1971 war with India. After India won the war, the Indian military recovered this weapon from the Pakistani forces, who retreated.
This is launcher rocket. It is also used in 71 war. This launcher rocket was also surrendered by the Pakistan army.
These guns were used by the Pakistani military during the 1971 war. Indian authorities seized them after the Pakistani fighters lost and retreated. You can see here a pair of arm guards from the past. They were used by Mughal Empire troops. Also, you can see chest and back protectors displayed on Biplab Roy's desk. The artifacts are standing out among modern day stationery and office use items on the table. Here is a pair of boots that were worn by soldiers with the Mughal Empire. Check out this army kit used by soldiers of the Mughal Empire's military. It includes a shield, arm guards, headgear, and chest and back protectors. Biplab Roy's collection when he was the AGOT includes a whole lot of statues as well. Some of them date back by almost 2000 years. There are so many artifacts that apart from the 10th floor office, many of them are also stored away in another location on the ground floor of the new secretariat. Now based in Malda, Biplab Roy also has other innovative projects on his mind. One of them is an ongoing mission in the Sundarban region of southern Bengal. In the Sundarban forests, his team recently spotted and located priceless relics from past empires and dynasties, such as the Pala kingdom. Biplab Roy is now looking to recover more relics from the Sundarbans. His success story as a passionate collector will only keep on growing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever we publish a report. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Send get updates to 98210 for news and analysis you are not told. Visit our website empirediaries.com for in depth reports and columns. Stay informed, stay awake, and think critically.